What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pumpkin King. This is a Fortnite skin of Jack Skellington with a pumpkin on his head. And it's called the Pumpkin King. And it's Halloween, so we're going to draw it. Surprise. Landscape page. Use a pencil, use an eraser, and hit pause if I go too fast when I move my hand. Center point here. Head is slightly to the left because his hand is out, right? His hand will be over here, right? So the head will be over this side. I'll probably zoom in for you. It's probably a bit small. So we'll go here and we'll just do standard sort of pumpkin eyes, right? Up here, right? So you just diagonal sort of frowning skull eyes, right? Two of them like that, right? And they're about an eye width apart, I'd say, roughly. Maybe a bit less than an eye. And then the bottom curves around. Like so. Now, because it's like a 3D render, so we've got like inside parts to the eye. This is optional, right? He's kind of got glowing orange inside. But we'll just go a diagonal there in the corner. And then we'll just do a little edge coming down there. This is optional. So it just follows the sort of top side. And a little bit of the bottom here. Kind of just gives the impression that there's a bit more pumpkin skin, sort of. Like it's being carved into, you know. Then the nose. Little triangle. There. And then this has like a little bit of an edge as well, if you wanted, like only tiny really, just there. And then we got those big like pumpkin teeth, right? And this one goes right up beside the eye up here. And like a big old smile. And then we're just gonna zigzag this across. Right, first two there. And then one in the middle. And we'll keep going. Now we'll go down the side and then across for the bottom teeth, and then we'll add some like 3D lines on the inside as well. So we'll go curve it down this way. This one's not as long, is it? Well, we'll bring it along. We'll go down to there. Get them roughly even. And then triangles or spikes, zigzagging up, and like obviously the bottom ones will like go into sort of the gaps of the top ones. That's what you're kind of aiming for. Well, this one is a double. That's interesting. So we'll go little double. Obviously the guy who rendered this said I'm gonna change it up. And there's one more here. Boom. Okay, again, glowing orange inside. But what we'll do is add a little bit of 3D-ness. So like extra pumpkin flesh on the side there and here as well. And then there's going to be like extra pumpkin flesh on each tooth. It's hard to say, extra pumpkin flesh, extra pumpkin flesh. Right, so you're trying to just make it look a little bit. The middle one you won't be able to see as much. Maybe like tiny little bit. But then it starts to go along the side here. And then that way. And there's a little bit. So this would be considered maybe the middle. But we'll just do it along the side here. It's easier. And then on this one actually goes that way. So that one should actually meet that one in there. And then this side. Bum, bum, like so. Now, so our pumpkin is bumpy, right? But it has, so it has bigger curves that sort of follow the side, right? So we'll go sort of around here, right? Kind of for the side, just like a rough sort of guide for the head. And then these bump across, right? So you got like this sort of stuff, right? Like a chin. And then just little bumps like that. And these will have like lines that sort of go up around the pumpkin, up to the bumps on top, you know. So say, for example, we'll go here. And there's obviously a stem that sticks up as well. Okay. And so there's some in front of the stem, so we gotta like draw the stem first. Got a little ellipse on top, like a skinny circle. That's an ellipse. And like little textures on it, just to make it look gnarly. And then the bumps that come across here. And so like some of these will extend like down the head as well, you know, kind of maybe even underneath the eye and stuff. And like little textures, because it is like a bumpy object. Just little dots is all you really need to do when you're doing a line drawing anyway. If you wanted to shade it, of course, you could do bumpy shading. Now, so body, he's got a hoodie on. Is it a hoodie? He's kind of like a straw man scarecrow thing. So a knot tied around his neck. So okay, neck here, neck here. So he's leaning. He's got this sort of S-shaped spine, right? So it kind of from the top of his head and go down like that way. So you got this little rope sort of tied here. Right, and it has, you know, lines on it and stuff. And then it's wrapped around his neck. And this has little sort of texture lines going that way. And then his jacket kind of closes over, so it goes this way. He's got all this stitching, like closing over the jacket. So we'll do, and it's over the jacket, right? So you gotta do it first, I guess. Or you could draw the line for the jacket and erase things, but it's whatever you're comfortable with, really. But we'll go with this first. X. It's like stitched. And then a couple of them coming across the middle like that. I think that's all he has, actually. And then the center of his jacket goes this way. It's kind of ripped and torn and stuff all here. It's like a waistcoat or something. You can see like his chest in here. Some more of his neck going that way. And there. What else? So hood. It's got like an edge. This is basically like a little sort of rim or something. Everything looks like it's like molded, you know, 3D. And then his shoulder, got a little spike there. And then his body just sort of goes down and meets the jacket here. That's where his arm comes out, and then there's like a rip or something like this, and then his shoulder socket, and then his body goes that way. Right, there's like some tears and stuff here, like an edge line on that. There's a tear here. It's got all these little edge lines to them. We got a bit of stitching going down that way, and then some rope around his waist. Kind of like the stuff that's on his neck. And this has these sort of twisted knot lines. So his stomach is straw, and like his legs are straw. So you just gotta add texture, like vertical, following the like shape for his body, right? So these just like broken lines, I think work better than full, you know, because your eye sort of fills it in, so it makes it look a bit more brittle or something. And then there's some on this, on his neck. Okay. 2 arms, long, thin, fairly basic, right? So it runs that way. This one has a fold because his elbow's here. And then we go this way. And his sleeves are kind of long, so I might be able to fit the whole sleeve in here. There's a thing like a tear here. And then, yeah, they like dangle down real long. If you have more room, you could fit those in. And then his wrist kind of just against his hip. And then like there's like textures on his skin. I'm assuming this is Jack Skellington. I'm just looking at like the skin here. He should be bony, unless he's got gloves on or something. I could be completely wrong about who this is now. I'm starting to second guess myself. Anyway, the brown hands are throwing me off. So his shoulder on this side, he's got stitching along this arm as well. So like this is like the tricep part, right? And then bicep, but no muscles obviously. So just like his arm, and then it bends for the elbow and goes up. About in line with his mouth, I think. Yeah. On the sleeve, there's an inside part. And this seems to like fold sort of over on itself. And then these little spikes come down. So that's what that would look like down there, actually. And they're stitching here, so kind of like an X marks the spot thing. And then like straight stitches. And so this is something like on, when you have stitching on fabric, right? Or on skin, even. I learned this from Dabby. So drawing Dabby from an anime. If you don't watch anime, you won't know what I'm talking about. But little like lines like this on the ends, right? So it just gives the impression that there's like a fold around it, you know, around the bottom, that it's like going into the thing rather than just sitting on top. Just a handy little trick if you were, or like even like a curvy one like that, you know, it just makes it look a bit more part of his costume kind of. optional. Don't have to do it, obviously. So now his hand up here, it's a bit of a trickier hand pose, so we'll probably like zoom into it. So his wrist goes up here, right? And then we have a bump for the palm of the hand there. And this just goes kind of flat, right, until it meets the little finger. So this goes the wrist that way. And then we'll go here, and the little finger goes up. Down. Like so, right? And he's got like, you know, real long sort of spider-like fingers. So we go there, change direction every time you meet a knuckle, right? So it goes to there, about, and then there's a knuckle, and you curve in and out. It's the best line, like I think, for fingers, like a curving inwards and outwards. So it goes in a bit, out a bit, and you hit a knuckle again. It just exaggerates it, especially on like real pointy fingers like this. You can make them more round if you want, but they are real pointy. And he's one going this way. And then, does he only have 4 fingers? Yes, okay. Thumb. So his thumb's like on the other side. So it's like coming out here. Kind of pointy for a thumb, but there we go. And then like a couple of bony like textures on it. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. The Pumpkin King. Happy Halloween. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.